Good
Hello, hello,
afternoon.
hello. Good afternoon. It's really afternoon right now.
Yeah, so apologies for this morning's show. So I jumped on for about 12 minutes, nothing doing, and just jumped off. Probably about 12 minutes online. Didn't see anything this morning. I did take some trades on the NQ, and we got about a profit of 140. So not a lot, to be honest, but it is what it is. Profit's profit, so I'll take that.
Yeah, profit's profit. You got to celebrate even $1 or £1 is profit. And
Yeah,
I think I forget that sometimes too.
Yeah, and it's closer to your profit target, right? So I'd rather a
Yeah.
dollar win than a dollar loss, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've had some news out about 30 minutes ago, and I noticed the S&P and the NQ took a dive. Finds to be finding a little bit of support. So I think the New York Open's going to be quite interesting. So should we run through the news first for today?
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good to me, Andrew. Let's do it. Let's do it. So, let's see. Okay, so we got this headline number here, which is called non-farm payroll. It gets 3 stars, and it's the change in employment in the U.S. for December. So this essentially means there were 256,000 jobs added in December. The forecast, if we scroll up to the forecast here, so the forecast was for 164,000. We got 256,000, a lot more than was expected, and also a lot more than previous. And the result, as you mentioned, Andrew, was everybody's kind of running to the US dollar. So we got a drop down in lower Bitcoin. Let's see what else we got. Dollar index went higher, so shot out of that Asian range right at the moment of the news. Went as high as 109.966. Still early. We haven't had the US markets open yet, but it's definitely, it shot. Gold went down first. So this was the announcement here. Gold went down, and now it's kind of returned back to the highs of the day. So interesting to see what happens with gold later on today. Still about 28 minutes until markets open, but I am interested in gold here. I think I may go long gold because of what happened after the news, Andrew. The other one was oil. So oil's moved higher. We've been looking at oil as well. We got the announcement here, and didn't move that much, but it's still holding up near the highs. NASDAQ was the one I think we were talking about a bit about off air before we jumped on, but NASDAQ dropped right on the news. So what are your thoughts here, Andrew? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that was an unexpected result for the market earlier, but I think normal service will resume when the US opens. I see that level of 28.73 being key. We need that level to hold. If it doesn't, it could be another drop down, but I expect some normalization in the market when the US opens. I know there's some more news to come out today, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. For myself, I'm probably going to look at the NQ or the S&P around 230. Let's see what's going on. But yeah, normally with the high impact news, you get that knee-jerk reaction, and then it's normal service resumed. And I probably expect the S&P to pull back up. But it'll be interesting. It's broken out to that Asian range, so we could see it getting back up to 160. So yeah, I'll be watching that myself. Or there could be a good opportunity if it does reject at 2100 or 21,000. Sorry, we could have a good short opportunity there. But rather than trying to guess what it's going to do, just need to wait for the price to come to you, right?
Yep, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. We don't have a crystal ball here. This is clearly a big move down, but as you said, Andrew, anything can really happen. As we get the US markets opening up. So we could, like you were saying, we could move back up here. And alternatively, maybe we get a rejection there and move lower. Yeah. We're just going to have to wait and wait patiently and see how the market reacts to this news that came out.
Yeah, if I was to kind of take a guess, I'd say 100 could be a good profit target if you was to go long, just to fill that liquidity void, just to fill that fair value gap.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting on the open. So we'll look at that.
Yeah, it looks like it's starting to slowly head in that direction, I guess, as of right now. But we still have like 25 minutes left until markets officially open in the US. So anything could really happen between now and then. Looking at S&P, same, looks almost carbon copy of that NASDAQ. So big move down. If you zoom in, you can see the magnitude a bit better. So this would have been, the news announcement would have been right here. How does this go? Right there. That's when the news came out. And then that's a huge gap down. So like you were saying, Andrew, this is a gap that could be filled. And it just happens to be right at the
not every
range
time,
low.
but we could see us sweep that liquidity and then get another push down. But if I was to take a short-term trade now, potentially I might be looking to go long with my stops just below that pre-market low.
Yeah, I think that's a very good sort of risk to reward. And yeah, it's I think it's a smart play. You could even put your stops somewhere down here towards the pre-market low if you were to go long. Protecting as much capital as you can. Remember, Friday is Capital Preservation Friday. Capital Preservation Day, I should say. So we should be preserving our capital every day, but especially on Friday.
Yeah, definitely. So I've had a quiet day. So like I said earlier, I was only up 140. I'm going to have a look at the opening range on the New York, on the S&P. Potentially might take a trade later on, but we'll see. To be honest, it is Friday, so yeah, I can walk away relatively happy with the week. So should we have a quick look at some cryptos and then we can call it a day? Maybe start with Bitcoin.
Yep, we can have a quick look at Bitcoin, which more or less followed that move. Just a quick shout out. We got some people in the live chat, in the live viewing space. So thanks to everybody who is watching. And please feel free to post us a comment, any thoughts, ideas, anything you want us to touch on. We're here to help. So this was Bitcoin zoomed in to that announcement. We got the announcement here and then straight down. And now it's starting to turn around a little bit here, Andrew. So if we zoom out, let me just zoom out a little bit because sometimes it's nice to start out like that.
Seems to find some resistance around that 95 level, right? We can see
yes,
it bobbled around there, trying to break through. It did break through on that news, and it's come back. It's testing it again. So yeah, we could see another retest around 95, unless you got a clear break above 95. I wouldn't be looking to go long. So I'd be quite cautious on Bitcoin at the moment, but 95 is still a great price. But yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people I think are starting to get a bit bearish on Bitcoin, which makes me feel a little bit like it could go up more. The more I hear bearish news and Jim Cramer's bearish and quite a few people are starting to get bearish. Yeah, it definitely gives you pause.
Yeah, what about XRP? So I haven't even checked the price of XRP after that news because that's trading against the dollar. It was around 230 this morning. So we have to be quite interested to see that.
Yeah, it dropped down as well a little bit. If we zoom out, yeah, still I believe it's in a bit of a range here. If we go there, actually we can do this one. Yeah, a little bit of a range.
Yeah, you can see it's like that vertical resistance is like testing it, rejecting, testing it, rejecting. So yeah, we could be seeing a bit of another downward move for XRP. But I will say there is some good news coming out. So I did share it yesterday that Bank of America is heavily invested into XRP and using the technology for it. So some interesting times and interesting year for XRP. So I will be watching the price, and just to see how the adoption goes. I know the case with the SEC that'll be coming to a close soon. So yeah, all eyes on Ripple.
Yeah, that's great news, and something to be aware of. I think when you have big organizations like that, they tend to move the price. So you want to be on the same side as they are.
Yes, for sure. So I'm probably going to jump off in about 5 minutes. I want to get ready for this New York Open, and I know you will as well. But
Yes.
yeah, I think that covers quite a bit this afternoon. And yeah, that news. Yeah, it was a big move, right?
So it was a big move. I mean, it was a big move.
I was only away from the PC for like 5 minutes. I come back, just see this camera pass through my monitor. So yeah, hopefully you can hold some support there. We can get our push up and fill our fair value gap. I think once that gap fills, whatever strategy you got, I think you just need to reevaluate then, because we can get a move in either direction. So yeah, it's going to be a good session this afternoon.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm quite interested to see what it does.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's always a good time to be trading. I think both of us really, especially on days when you have a national holiday like yesterday, you appreciate the days when the markets are open even more.
Yeah, so definitely.
We'll see.
We'll see. I think it's after 2:30 p.m. yesterday. It's like, twiddling your thumbs, right? And especially bank holidays and Christmas holidays. It's what do you do? So yeah, I'm just looking at the S&P myself now, and I can just see the price. Yeah, it's about 50% into that fair value gap. So we could see a rejection around 75%. So yeah, I'll be watching that and marking up the opening range for the first 15 minutes and see where we go.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I think I do think that this was a very strong down move to almost kick off the day. But yeah, we can go anywhere from here. Just be prepared, and also, like we said earlier, preserve your capital. You don't need to make any reckless decisions on a Friday. Just trade the process that you have built, if you have a process, and if you don't see any opportunities, then it's okay to also be on the sidelines and watch from the sidelines.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, Mandel, so I'm going to jump off. Happy trading. Good luck this afternoon. And,
thank you, Andrew.
I'll see you nice and early Monday morning. Back to it, right?
Yes, back to it on Monday. All right.
I'll try and be more awake this morning. Yeah, I was struggling. But yeah, back to normal on Monday, and hopefully we can get a few trades live on air. So
that'll be amazing.
Excellent. Thanks, Mandela. I'll speak to you soon.
Thanks. Take care.